Today we are going to discuss what is the cursor in SQL Server and how can we use the cursor in SQL Server with example. So let's we start. We have two tables, like for example all-time H master and second is all-time H master second. So these are two tables. So with the two table we try to understand what is the cursor. So, if you see in the internet, a basic definition of the cursor is like if you type in the Google, it shows the cursor is a database object that allow us to retrieve and manipulate the each row one at a time. Means it allow the manipulate the row one by one and cursor basically, in other word, we can see just a temporary memory area where we can store our select statements, and one by one we can apply the operation on each rows. So let's see with the SQL Server. In SQL Server, like I've already written the syntax for the cursor. Like the first we have to declare the cursor. This line I declare use this syntax. Just type declare cursor name. You can choose any cursor name. For example, uh, uh, you choose any kind of name as your facility. Then what you declare cursor, this keyword for select statement. This is we have to select. First declare cursor name, cursor for select statement on which you want to if you want to like operate some operations. So in next line we have to open the cursor. First we declare, then open the cursor. In third line, basically we have to fetch the data from the cursor. Like fetch next from cursor, this is the cursor, our cursor. So we have to fetch next one by one. By this statement, one by one we fetch the data from the cursor and into this variable. We have to declare one variable. We fetch id from that select statement, and then we have to store that id in a separate variable for the each rows. So it is depend on the select statement, how many field you are selecting in the this select statement. So according that you can declare the local variable to store these select statement values if it is needed in the in your cursor logic. So what is the next we have to like for example we have to apply the while loop. Why while loop? For example, one second. Huh. Like I am on comment this line begin and end. So what is the next? Next we have to apply the logic in the each row of that select statement based on the select statement. So how can we apply logic in the each rows? We have to apply the while loop. While loop on the which basis? Fetching statement. This variable basically show the latest fetching status. Okay, cursor currently fetching or not fetching the records. When enter in this while loop is check cursor is fetching, yes, in above line we already fetched the record. The is status not is equal to 0, and then we apply our logic, and then in the last when end of the while loop we again fetching. So this status show the cursor is still fetching the record. So if the cursor does not have if the cursor finish the record, for example there is a 100 record in the select statement, so one by one is fetching. After the 100 record this status show the 0 because of there is a no next record in the cursor. So in a while loop we can apply the logic based on the each rows. So I am comment this line. The what I am applying the logic, I am just applying the logic. I am inserting the in table 2 uh, insert the record into the table 2 based on the this id. If id is exist in the table 2, then it is does not store. We apply already exist condition. If not exist this record based on that id, from based on that id, then it insert the record into table 2. Basically it is check. So we checking with the base table of that table 1. So that is basically you can apply the any complicated logic. I am trying to define a very simple logic, and it is very simple, very basic logic. You can apply the in a live scenario or in the industrial level project. You can see the very complicated logic we apply through the cursor, but it is totally different from the timetable. Both are normally we can see the cursor store the select statement in the temporary area, but it is totally different from the timetable. It is applying the each row as one by one. So and at the last we have to close the cursor, okay, and then deallocate the cursor. This is the complete logic to for the simple this is a complete logic for the cursor in a simple way. So let's see. Table 1 have the record, like table 1 have 113 record, total numbers of the record, and table 2 have nothing. So we have to check if the table 2 have the record. If it does not have the record, then insert. So just applying this logic, I am running all the select and execute successfully, and let's see table 2. Before that it does not have any record. You can just through the cursor logic it is successful, inserted the 113 records. Okay, this is the first scenario. Second scenario, for example, I'm truncate that table 2. Now table 2 does not have any record. So for example, I have inserted only 20 records in the table 2. For example, I am all inserted 20 records in the table 2. Only 20 records you can see here. Only 20 rows are in the table 2. And I want to insert if rows does not exist in the same with the same logic. If rows does not exist in the table 2, then it is insert. If it is already exist, then it does not insert. So I am executing again that same logic, successful run, okay, and then see 113 records. In table 1 also have 113 records. So this is a simple logic of the cursor. Through the cursor, we apply the one. We check the one by one row. So I hope you guys understand the how can we use the cursor in SQL Server. We can also like apply this logic in the form of SP. SP you can mostly we use the SP to apply the cursor. So thank you for watching this video.